All right, space fans, today's launch is not your average Falcon 9 flight. From California's Vandenberg Space Force Base, SpaceX just launched NROL-48 for the National Reconnaissance Office. And as always with NRO missions, it's wrapped in mystery. We don't get to know exactly what's on board, but there are plenty of clues. And that's what makes this flight so fascinating. So here's what we do know. Falcon 9 lifted off from SLC-4E at Vandenberg, riding on top a set of satellites for the NRO's new proliferated architecture. Instead of one massive satellite, they're building a whole constellation of smaller spacecraft. Think of it as strength in numbers. Faster imaging, more coverage, and resilience if any one sat goes offline. And powering it all? Booster B1081 making its 18th flight. That's insane. This is a booster that's been to orbit nearly 20 times, and it's still kicking. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Unlike a lot of these classified launches where the booster heads out to a drone ship, this one came home, a return-to-launch site landing at LZ-4. Why does that matter? Well, RTLS only happens when the payload isn't pushing Falcon 9 to its limits. That tells us NROL-48 is likely lighter, or the orbit allowed SpaceX to keep the booster local. It's not just a spectacular sonic boom for folks in California, it's also quicker turnaround and cheaper recovery for SpaceX. Let's talk about B1081. This booster has carried astronauts on Crew 7, delivered Starlink batches, Earth science missions, you name it, and now a classified payload. That's the beauty of Falcon 9's design. 9 Merlins on the first stage, 1 vacuum Merlin on the second stage, the same architecture that's flown hundreds of times, proving its reliability. Every time this booster comes back, SpaceX saves millions, and tonight it proved itself once again. So what's the NRO really doing here? Well, they're not going to tell us. But the move toward proliferated constellations is clear. Instead of a few giant spy satellites, they're going with swarms. More coverage, faster refresh rates, and harder to disrupt. From a spaceflight perspective, this is huge. It means more launches, more contracts, and more opportunities to see Falcon 9 and eventually Starship in action. And for us rocket fans, it means we'll keep seeing these spectacular California RTLS landings. So there you have it. NROL-48 from SLC-4E, a mysterious payload, an 18-time flown booster, and another flawless Falcon 9 recovery. If you're as fascinated by these secretive missions as I am, smash that like button, subscribe for more in-depth coverage, and let me know in the comments, do you think proliferated spy satellites are the future of reconnaissance, or will we still see the giant flagships hanging around? Either way, tonight's launch proves one thing. SpaceX is rewriting the rules of how often and how cheaply you can fly to orbit.